Well, hey family, this is Darlene, Jewelry by BDK. I do want to welcome all our new subscribers to the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel here. We have a lot of new subscribers. I do hope that you continue to see something that motivates and encourages you to create. And that's what the channel is all about. If you're not a part of the Jewelry by BDK Creators Zone, go ahead and boogie over there. Click to join the group, and then we shall allow you in, and you'll become a part of our community over there on Facebook. I'm sitting here, I'm making some bracelets, and then I'm gonna make some necklaces. But the bracelets that I'm making, and one thing is a couple of sales that I had on a certain platform, um, I got requests for fuller size bracelets, meaning bracelets for fuller size wrists, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm making some bracelets that are for fuller, for the fuller wrist. So I'm making these using some beads that I painted and my little custom charm right there. Was it last week? Might have been a couple weeks ago when I went and bought all these beads right here. I haven't used yet. I bought some black beads, the glass beads, and I haven't used them yet. So I was thinking, I said, okay, well, I'm going to make these bracelets using these real pretty uh, black, white, and red beads. So I said, oh, you know what I can do? I can make charms, and the charm will be made from those black beads that I bought because I haven't used them for anything. So I just decided I'll go ahead and use them for some charms. So that's what I'm doing. I actually made a couple of them already, and I'm thinking I can get probably three bracelets out of the beads that I have made. And if not, I do have more drying over here, so I could at least come out with about 10 bracelets like this. That's going to go in the fair marketplace. So I'm still, pumping out product for that. And I'm just going to go ahead and create this charm using these black beads, these glass beads that I got. And it's basically just like if I was making an earring. Then we just put it on there. And then I take it, meaning hold the wire, fold that wire over like I do with everything. Like I do with everything. You guys know I fold everything over, right? So I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm going to just begin to wrap the wire around, and I'll just keep wrapping it around because I want to just kind of create that nice little wrap look at the top like that. That's what I want it to look like at the top. And if you notice, all of them are like that. Just adds a little personality to the bead, as opposed to just folding the wire over, creating that little hoop, and then wrapping one time. There's not a lot of personality like that. So if I make them and just kind of wrap it, you guys know I love me some wire. So if I wrap with the wire round and round like so, it gives it more of a little personality. And then I'll take the extra wire, fold it down, and then wrap it around the bottom part, and then use my pliers to just wrap it around nice and snug like so. And then that piece of wire that's out, I just take it, fold it over, smash it down, and you make sure you don't feel anything at all, and I don't. And then I end up with a charm. It's going to be a beaded charm, and it's going to go on one of the bracelets. So we got that. And then I'm using, because these are bigger beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 11. So let me see if I can get the same. Oh, you know what? Let me use one of these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a couple of these other beads, because I'm going to be making some necklaces out of some of these. And I made these specifically for these necklaces I'm going to be making. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start beading the bracelet. And bracelets are so easy to make. I do enjoy making bracelets. Um, I like making bracelets because I do like to see what they're going to come out looking like. But my love, if I had to make anything, like if somebody said, Darlene, all you could make is, what would you make? And for me, if I had to choose, it would be necklaces. I would make the necklaces because I like making the necklaces. Oh, let me do this. I'm going to use the polka dots. And I am using black and white polka dot beads that I painted. So I'm going to put these here, just kind of thread this. And I'm trying to thread it the same way I have this one. One, this, that. And I hope everybody is doing well and staying busy and you enjoyed your 4th of July and all that kind of stuff. I don't celebrate 4th of July. A lot of those holidays I don't celebrate, not because religious purposes or anything. It's just that I don't celebrate them. I mean, it never makes sense to me. And if you think about it, every last one of them require you to spend a lot of money, you know, to do something. So everything is, if you think about every month or every other month in each one of those months, wait a minute, let me see it. This how I'm doing this. That one, then that one, then that one, then that one, and then a polka dot. Every one of these months require you to spend all type of money. And then if you watch it, at the end of the year is when you really go all out, like November, December. So it's like Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So if you think about it, Thanksgiving, you go all out, is basically food. So November, December, and then for Christmas, it's buying some of everything, right? And it's capitalism, commercialism. That's basically all it is. And you can't tell me people didn't sit somewhere in a room, you know, those who already have and came up with this. Because if you think about it, New Year, who came up with celebrating a new year? So even with a new year, people spend all kind of money for New Year to bring in the new year. So you have January, then you have February. So with February, there's Black History Month, right? So Black History Month, people generally will celebrate, of course, Black History and whatever we do during Black History. And then you have January, February, March. What goes on in March? March and then April. I'm sure something goes on in March that requires people to spend money. March and then April, you got Easter, and April, May. May, you got Memorial Day, and then what else comes in Memorial Day? Mother's Day, I think it is. So Mother's Day, Memorial Day. May, June. June, you got Father's Day, and God knows whatever else goes on in June. But every one of these months requires you to spend money for something. So June and July, and then July, you're spending money because it's the picnic, it's the party, it's the decorating, it's doing all that. So July and then August. What happens in August? I don't know, but I guarantee you it's something. June, July, August, September, and then September is when kids go back to school. So then you're spending money to buy new school clothes. New school clothes. September, October. October is Halloween. So Halloween you're spending money. So you can't tell me that, you know, it's not strategized like that. So every single month you're spending money for something. And what they did is they saw that because Black folks celebrate Juneteenth, we began to create and make our own decorations. It might have been tablecloths, it might have been our floral arrangements, it might have been whatever type of decor we were using for Juneteenth, we were decorating and using those specific colors to do that with, right? And then you notice, what did they do? They made Juneteenth an official holiday. No sooner than they made that an official holiday, what did they do? Every store has Juneteenth color decorations for you to buy. So you can't tell me it's not, you know, it's all about money. You know, at the end of the day, everything is about getting money from our pocket into their pocket. And they're not taking no prisoners doing this either. They're not playing. And if you're not smart enough to, you know, like pick up on it and pay attention to it, you kind of get caught up in the shuffle. Let me see that, and then that. And there's nothing wrong with celebrating and doing what it is that you want to do and all that type of stuff. But I'm just saying, like, in moderation. But people just so sucked into it, they'll spend their rent money and things. I was talking to somebody the other day. I'm trying to stay on track with this right here. Um, I'm trying to get it in the same order, that I have this one. Because this is going to be a case I'm going to be selling on Fair. So I do want them to look pretty much exactly alike. So that one is there, that one is there, that one is there. So it's a dot. It's a dotted one. I love these little dotted beads. These are really nice. I was talking to somebody the other day. We were just communicating. And she was telling me about somebody that was having a birthday party for a child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where the girl was having a birthday party for a child. And the child, I think, is like 3 or 4. So you took your car money and had a party for a 3-year-old. Car money meaning car note money. To have a party for a 3-year-old that will more than likely never remember any of it. And I just remember thinking, how people are just so caught up in image and caught up in what somebody thinks and, caught up in what the world says that you have to do. It's just crazy to me. It don't even make no sense that somebody, not even just that person, people do that all day long. They take rent money, they take car note money, they take, funds that you have to use for everything else to do things that don't even make no sense. And then my thought was, after the party, or even during the party, what are the kids gonna do? The kids is gonna eat that food. The food gonna be all over the ground. They wasting soda. They wasting everything. And you did that for a couple of hours. This is that 1.5 cable cord. So I like to tie it a couple of times. And then you did that for a couple of hours and spent all that money. And then after the fact, you don't have anything to show for it, other than a full stomach and a bunch of wasted food and bills. Now you're hiding from the car man. It don't even make no sense to me, but that's where we are. That's the state of the world right now. Nobody is responsible for anything, or it's just crazy. It don't even make no sense. Trying to live up to the hype, or do what the world tells you that you should be doing. These are like really nice right here. I'm just so in love with these beads right here. And this is just really, really nice. I was at an event the other day, so I'm getting ready to put one of these on here. I was at an event the other day, and it was a lady there, and you could tell she had big jewelry. Just, oh my God, I was like, she likes big stuff. So of course we had a conversation. We had a conversation. We had a conversation. But I was just looking at her. I was just like, how amazing she looks, with all the big bracelets and the big necklace and the big earrings and stuff on, and hair just all over her head. Very natural. Her appearance and the way she dressed and stuff was very natural. It was very ethnic, very colorful. Just like it was really, she looked really, really good. And I'm like, wow, we be doing a thing. We do not be playing. Let me see, and I'm trying to see where I'm gonna put this at so I can make sure, put this, meaning the charm, so I could tell us to put it in the same exact place, and I think it's right here. So I am using these bigger jump rings for this. Fold that open just a little bit. Put that there and see if we could slide that right on. And then close it up real nice. Oh, and I actually posted something in the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone this morning for Walmart, because Walmart has a marketplace So you can go on there, and I did put the link in there. There meaning in the group, and you can do some research, check it, and see if it makes sense for you to, if maybe you could sell on there or something. But I did put the information in there, and I got a couple more resources I'm going to eventually, put into the group. These are nice. I really like these. And it's just something about your own little charms, like, custom charms, making them out of the beads. Shoot, and this will look nice with beads all the way around it, right? That's really nice. Oh, yeah, I can see that all blinged out on the wrist, right? It's nice. And I really like the beads. These came out better than I thought that they were. My initial thought was just do the black and white beads. And then I was just going to make black and white dotted bracelets. But I was like, no, let me take a little bit further. Let me do something else with these. And this is what I came out with. And I really like the way they came out. So I think I got enough for one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. I have enough for one more bracelet. So I'm gonna do another bracelet real quick. And remember, I'm making the bracelets for wrist size, fuller wrist sizes. 8, 8.5, maybe a 9. And because these beads are bigger beads, I am using 2 less beads. All right, let me see if I can do this like I did before. So we did 1. We did 1 on this side. Shoot, and can you imagine how many beads, I mean, not beads, but how many bracelets you can make if you timed yourself in 30 minutes? How many bracelets can you make? I think I'm gonna do a challenge. How many bracelets can I make in 30 minutes? And as long as you know the order that you're gonna put the beads, it's like really, quick and easy. And then we'll put this one. Shoot, I think I got this in the right order, because you see me just sitting here beading something, right? And then I'll look at it and be mad at myself. I'm like, well, you the one didn't follow the pattern, Miss Darlene. It's like, you know what, Miss Darlene? Girl, I know. Okay. I just didn't feel like it. And I think I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, that's right, because I did 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, it's 11. And it looks like they're about the same. And if they're not, I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference anyway, because you can't tell what's what, kind of, sort of. And I don't know if anybody else is like that. Maybe a lot of you guys are, but I just get such a joy out of creating jewelry. I mean, I get like literally sit down and just get lost in time. And I do that often. Like I literally will sit and get lost in time. I did run off yesterday for a little while with some friends, and keep it in mind, I don't celebrate July 4th or anything like that, but they had all kind of food. Bunch of seafood and stuff, and I was gonna go see the food and eat the food, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, they had all the seafood that I like, and for some reason I've gotten away from shrimp. I don't like shrimp like I used to. I used to like shrimp, of course, with the butter and the garlic and stuff, and I would kind of saute them in a skillet and do that, and I just don't have a taste for shrimp no more. I don't know what it is. But more so crab. I'll eat all the crab legs you can lay out, okay? And they did have a bunch of that yesterday too. And if I tell you I ate up some stuff, I ate up some stuff, okay? Don't say nothing to me. I ate up all their food and then left. But don't tell nobody. They don't know it was me. Okay. Okay, so this is this. I really like these. Let me see. Where am I gonna put this at? So that's that one. And that goes about right here. So the beads that are drying, I got more of these beads drying. So as soon as they dry, I'm gonna be making some more of these bracelets. Let's see. Hopefully I don't have to open this up too wide. That's good. Somebody was telling me about something I could put on the beads, the jump rings. I'm not even concerned about it coming loose because it's like really, really close. But a couple of people were telling me about that. Is some type of something that I can buy. And then you know how you have that little opening for the jump ring and you could put it on there and I guess seal it. And who else said something? I think somebody else said you could put a little piece of, not a little piece of, but you can put a little glue or something. That'll close it off. And I would think so because it'll fill in, the part that's open. But I'm not concerned about these coming off because they're closed like really nice and tight. But anyway. So we got 3 out of the out of the beads that I made so far. And these are made for fuller wrists. And I really like these. I really love the color, right? And so you got to be a real dresser, to wear big bracelets and the big necklaces and like all that type of stuff. I don't think people have the art of dressing anymore. Everything is about being naked, showing all your breasts and just, butt all out. It's not, the accessory is your breast being out. That's the accessory when it comes to necklaces, or with your wrist, it's about all your arms being out and, just basically being naked. It's not even about accessorizing anymore. It's crazy. So it's just a certain group of people that really enjoy dressing and looking good and, knowing what it's like. These are really nice though, right? Hey, girl. I know. That's nice. I really like these. But anyway, I'm getting ready I got beads drying. So I got about probably 7 more of these I'm going to make just like this. And these are going on fair. So you can see I made my own custom beads, charms out of my beads. Those glass beads that I bought a week or 2 ago. That I never did anything with. But I like the way these look. Anyway, my throat is still a little sore and stuff. And I have been having like a slight, just a slight little headache. Not like really bad or anything, but just like a slight. And my son was saying that, well, Ma, you don't sleep. And I said, yeah, I know. And I do got to get better with that. But I don't know if it's the temperatures that be changing up too. Because I could get really hot. And then I'll open up the window and I'm sleeping with the window open at night and then all that kind of stuff. And I might get hot and take the cover off and you know how it goes. So it's a little bit of everything probably going on. God only knows. But I have been very careful, about going into different environments and, staying away from people and not getting too close. But I've always been that way. So when they start coming out with this, stay 6 feet apart and, covering your face. And I've always done that. I've never been comfortable with being up close and personal with people, even sitting in rooms when we would do like go to conferences and all those type of things. I'm always sitting in the back. I'll sit in the front only if the chairs and everything are spread out, like really spread out to where you are not sitting on top of me. Other than that, if it's like a really crowded room or something, I'll even stand up against the wall or something. Because I don't like being crowded in like that. And then I got a phobia, I think it is. People, you don't know if somebody gonna touch you, they gonna poke you with something. I mean, you just don't know because people are weird, right? And I just always had that phobia. Like I just don't like being in closed spaces or being gathered in with people, like that. That's just, It's very uncomfortable to me, and it always has been. But anyway, I'm getting ready to work on some these other beads have to dry. So once they dry, I'm gonna make some more bracelets. And then I'm getting ready to work on some other stuff. But guess what, family? We'll talk.